That day, the police received an urgent report. The caller claimed to have witnessed someone hiding a body in the area, but the region covered nearly 500 miles. Dozens of officers and police dogs were dispatched, yet they found nothing unusual. Some even started doubting whether the report was reliable at all. The officer in charge of the case was Captain Jack. He was seen collecting wild grass samples near the scene. Jack picked 3 different kinds of grass and showed them to the team. He then told them to find the spot where those 3 types of grass grew together. Surprisingly, when they dug at that exact location, they uncovered a human body. One officer asked Jack how he knew the body was buried there. Jack explained that those 3 plants never grow in the same place, unless the soil had been disturbed. Jack was clever and calm under pressure, but he had one fatal flaw. Whenever he saw a corpse, he would become violently nauseous. Sometimes, he even experienced hallucinations. His girlfriend worried deeply for him and urged him to change careers, but Jack refused to leave his job. Over time, Jack's condition worsened. He had no choice but to take medical leave to recover, but soon after, he received devastating news. His girlfriend had gone missing. Jack rushed back to the station for answers. However, his superior, fearing conflict of interest, barred him from the case. Frustrated and desperate, Jack began his own private investigation. He learned that Jenny was last seen at her home. There were no signs of forced entry, but the house was filled with the strong smell of cheap essential oil. If someone had taken her by force, there would have been a struggle. But if she left willingly, why had she called Jack several times asking for help? Jack reviewed all recent missing person cases. He soon realized that before disappearing, Jenny had been investigating another case, a mysterious vanishing on a highway. The victim in that case had disappeared right under police surveillance, and the only witness was another officer. According to the report, the girl's car broke down on the highway. She had no phone and was stranded alone. A patrolling officer stopped to offer assistance, but the girl was cautious. She refused his help and asked to borrow his phone to call her father instead. When the officer drove by again later, he saw a blue sedan parked beside her. He assumed it was her father's car and drove off. But 5 minutes later, the blue car was gone, replaced by a black one. An old man was pacing anxiously in front of it. He turned out to be the girl's real father. He said his daughter never came home that night. When investigators checked the highway cameras, they found no footage of any blue car exiting the area. After the family filed a complaint, the well-meaning officer was suspended. The police chief promised to find the missing girl, Lisa, but months passed without a single clue. Now Jenny had vanished too, while investigating the same case. Tests confirmed that the cotton fibers found in Lisa's car carried the same cheap essential oil scent found in Jenny's home. Everything pointed to the 2 cases being connected. Determined to uncover the truth, Jack tracked down the suspended officer. Though cameras had captured no suspicious vehicle, the officer swore he had seen a blue sedan that night. Jack shook his hand during the meeting, secretly collecting his fingerprints. Soon after, Jack's assistant uncovered something shocking. Lisa wasn't her parents' biological child. She was an orphan who had inherited a huge fortune from her adoptive parents. Her current guardians were the brother and sister-in-law of her late adoptive father. They treated her well, at least on the surface, but greed can change anyone. That made them prime suspects too. Jack also learned from Lisa's friends that she wasn't as innocent as she appeared. Behind her good girl image